take you through our very littered yard because everything just melted. Well, almost melted. Because the bluebirds are singing and they're flying around a lot. And
speaking of which,
that is part of the problem. My dog cannot. Oh. Anyway, so the bluebirds are chirping today, and so we're going to take you on a little tour of the birdhouse cleanup for spring. And maybe some other cleanup.
I don't know what that is.
maybe we should film the doghouse cleanup for spring.
Oh, guess what? I found one of the benches.
I took it up.
Oh, you did that today? Oh, good. Okay. Then I don't feel so bad because it looks in pretty good shape. All right. So one of the things, this thing, it's not cleaned out very well. So we just took the nest out in the fall, but see how it's just really kind of crappy. So we're gonna take probably some hydrogen peroxide and water and kind of clean that out. But also, this is it's weathered. We have it pretty much cob job.
Stick under it.
I know, that's to hold it in place. But what happens is,
I'm thinking of zip tying it down here.
well, I think we should find another way to get this on here. Like, yeah, basically around here, we need to have something. And that way, when it sits, the stick was in there to keep it from moving. I mean, this is how we do things. But see all the nasty, like, gook and like poop, essentially? It's kind of gross. I have to get that. Oh, the stick fell in. Let's have another one. One thing we have plenty of.
So do birds smell? Can they smell that birdhouse stinks or no?
I would imagine. Probably why they're not building in it.
Unsafe living conditions could be the other excuse.
I need a thick, small stick. Deer poop. We got it all here. Yes. Oh. Good.
I don't think we've ever worked on these birdhouses or gardens in the past 3 years.
All right, so at least that's not going to go sideways. We also fixed the ones at the kids' garden. Thank you to Blake. Ugh.
I offered.
Okay, so that.
Now it's not gonna move.
Oh,
And now you're-
not until that thing rots. There we go, a nice 30. Now we have to clean that out, but I'm not going to do it right now because it's literally freezing out. We had upgraded a couple years ago. I upgraded a couple years ago to these guys. This is from, I want to say, JCS Wildlife. It's right on the front, thank God, because I couldn't remember exactly where I bought it from. So this birdhouse is great because it comes with a baffle, which deters squirrels and whatever other critters want to try to get up into the eggs. It also comes with the pole, and it comes with a screw bottom, so like almost like a drill bit on the bottom, so when you're putting it into the ground, you like spin it around and it drills its own hole, so it's great. And then you do need the mounting bracket, and then it has two sides. So one is the view side. You want to come over here? So it has this little metal arm, and as you can see, it's used, but it has this little wire platform. It's almost like hardware cloth, just so that it's not sitting on the bottom and collecting like gunk. It does allow a little bit of air underneath, but that's the view. So it has this little plexiglass window, and you just kind of keep that in place by turning the little metal rod up. And then this one is the clean side, and they're very obviously labeled correctly and very conveniently.
Watch out! Could
This
fall
opens
on
up
you.
also, and then you can take this out and you can clean up inside, which we are going to do again with the hydrogen peroxide and water. Maybe a little bleach, judging from the poop all over it. But anyway, so they have been flying around and chirping, and you can just they have an unmistakable little chirp in the spring. And so what we're going to do is clean all of these up, but yeah, they are watching us, and they haven't started building yet, probably because they're really disgusting, but they come back every year to these boxes. We get multiple broods, Look at them all.
Well, you better get on it.
I know. We have quite a few couples. And they just do. They come back. Sometimes they don't really leave all that much. Like, we'll see them in the winter flying around. So I'm going to check these houses also. These are a little more... these are really old. They're getting old. I bought these at a garden show in Connecticut one time.
Really?
Give me that now. Drop it.
You better watch it. That's not a bird dog, I can tell you that.
Yeah, so anyway, I bought these at a garden show. I love them. I bought tons of them. I actually have 4 or 5 of them. And now they're starting to get a little old, so they still get used. Sometimes there's mice in there. Sometimes there's those little wrens that are just so annoying with their song, but they're little and they're kind of nasty little birds. They like peck holes in other birds' eggs in their nests, and then they fill the box with like sticks and twigs and all sorts of stuff. But anyway, we love them. They kind of usually use the box that's laying down over there in the bushes. We'll have to stand that back up. But they, you know, they're here, but these we actually modified because they didn't have an opening. They were more supposed to be ornamental than functional, but the birds actually use them. So we had to take the tops off, like the side roof top off, and modify it with a screw so we could clean them out every year. So Blake, if you want to grab... Are we falling apart?
I don't like this gate.
You're gonna have to lift it up.
It's getting a little... I think the side of the raised bed is actually falling in. Shocker.
Wow. Yeah, this looks like low-income housing here.
Yeah, but you know what? I actually like it better.
Well, the question is, what do the bluebirds like better?
Really, Blake? I guess losing...
From my perspective.
I guess losing an hour of sleep makes you lose strength.
Put a little weight behind it next time,
Yeah,
kid.
push it, man. This is a mess. I can't wait to reclaim this. Here's the before of the vegetable garden. Look at all of this. Is like, it's all falling apart. However, by the way, the raised beds we made, these tall boxes, they really are lasting. I am surprised. Whew. Boy, is that dangerous.
Of course it's not the right bit.
What do you need?
Smaller Starkey.
I do have some bits over at my truck.
I have some in my bedroom.
Let me go get them.
Oh, what? Whoa.
What is that?
A mole or a vole or something. Mouse?
He's always on mouse patrol.
He's definitely on mouse patrol. Where did you go? So let's clean out this little guy.
I'm waiting for a mouse to jump out of the birdhouse.
Possible.
Easy.
Oh, 3, 2, 1.
What's it look like?
Mouse nest.
It does.
Bees.
Who's sticking their hand in there?
I don't want to ruin it if there are mice in there.
Well,
You hate mice.
Nothing is alive in there.
Ugh. I was just waiting for something to jump out at me.
Oh, it's kind of good. It's like frozen, so it's like coming off. It's not disgusting, but it's like, it's crap. There goes both gloves.
even the mice moved out. That's how dirty it is.
Well, you want to live in a toilet?
Well,
don't
I
think
guess you
anybody
would be flushed if you lived in a toilet,
I don't think anybody wants to live in a toilet.
Pretty empty now.
especially if you're full of crap.
I'm wondering if we shouldn't throw some peroxide in there too and let it leak out. Leave it open maybe for a bit.
I don't know. It would probably
wood.
be like throwing Mentos in Coca-Cola. I'm sure it would foam right up.
Is that what you meant?
Yeah.
I don't drink Coca-Cola or
Well,
Mentos, so.
Used to be a challenge where if you threw a few
Please don't eat
Mentos
that.
in a bottle of Coke, it would just explode basically.
Well, I'm sure that all of this.
Oh, good.
It's internet slang.
You good?
Yeah, I don't know. Should I leave it open or just?
No, just put it.
So you probably should. Are you gonna clean it out, or
Yeah.
like are you bringing a vacuum out here?
I mean, it's pretty empty.
Are the birdhouses gonna get cleaned before the human house?
We cleaned yesterday and it's already dirty.
Well, that's because we have
Dirty.
children.
It's not clean.
It's not. Things aren't put away.
Have the nails back.
Yep. Go ahead and put them in there.
So
Anyway, so I think the little wren will be happy because he can shove a bunch of sticks in there and build it up.
So is there a way to keep wrens out? Like,
No.
so really it's up to whatever bird wants to move in.
Yeah.
But they do live in harmony, don't they?
Swallows, like the swallows sometimes fight with the bluebirds. That's why you have to have more than one bluebird house, because usually the bluebirds will take over one and then the swallows will be right next to them in another one, like 10 feet away, and they'll be fine. But sometimes it can get nasty. I've seen them fight. Like the mom and the dad bluebirds, they literally will fight, and they're nasty. They're tough birds.
So where are the bluebirds staying right now? They're kind of hanging out in the trees?
Yeah. I'm sure they nested. I don't really know exactly. That'd be a good thing to research. I just know they're always around, and when they nest, they come in and use our boxes.
Well, I would assume that the bluebirds would have to live somewhere. It's not like everybody has enough bluebird houses available. You know what I mean?
No, they'll nest wherever. They just make their any little crevice or little pocket.
Remember when we made the rocks around this little garden and we planted potatoes and lilies?
We planted peanuts in there. Oh. By the way, don't hit that bush. Back up.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm not kidding. I need to take that out before the seed heads
Well,
drop.
how about you do that right now? There's some clippers right there.
I need a bag to put it in, because you can't just clip it and bring it. It has like that fuzzy.
Yeah,
All
but
those seeds are going to drop.
It was windy as heck yesterday. I'm sure these seeds have already
Fine,
been...
but all the ones that are in there, I can still control. So please don't touch that.
There's prickers on it. How are you going to cover it?
What do you mean cover it?
Like, you want to throw a contractor bag over
I'm
it?
going to cut the seed heads off and put the seed heads in a bag. That's all.
All right.
So that's it. All right, what do we got?
This one.
Go for it. You don't have to wait for me. You know what you're doing.
Oh, come on.
It's always on the wrong side, kid.
That side's on this side. Why can't it just be the same?
It's not that hard to walk around. Suck it up, butter.
So why do you have a plant like that in your garden? How did that grow in here?
Neglect.
Uh-oh, a bunch of twigs. Here you go.
That's typical for a wren. Right here.
I remember that feisty little, you know.
Are you going to film it, or are you going to
I don't know. I'm afraid to step on something.
Top broke off.
Can I
Don't
step
do
here?
that. That's on.
Here we go. We're going to look inside. It looks like there's stuff in there. Look at that.
You're filming the left side of the garden. There you go.
There you go. That's inside there.
You know what? I think this losing an hour of sleep is not going to fare well for anyone.
Yeah,
Oh.
especially the birds.
Can it get warm? Like, can we stop the freaking
Do they have-
5,000th day of winter?
Do
for
they
New York?
have to stuff this thing?
Yes, they do.
So this is pretty much it. It's a copy and paste. You guys are going to go around and clean all these out.
Don't do that, Blake.
Looks like a squirrel was in here.
Come on, keep going. I just did one and it was all poop. Be happy it sticks.
I can't, it's frozen.
Well, it looked like the roof was leaking.
We might have to take this one off also. It's a little... Ugh. Might have been a few
Don't
years.
breathe too heavy.
Yeah, don't breathe in that.
I can't get the rest out.
Well, we could also take that off and just take the bottom off.
Yes, please do.
So how many bluebird houses
take
are
that
too
off.
many bluebird houses? Like, can you have too many?
Yeah, as many as I have. Don't put like 10 in your yard, because you will literally have birds fighting.
Here, let me have this.
We've seen that. I mean, luckily these are old and most of them had stuff in them, so we don't, it's easy pickings. But I'll go clean this other one out.
Beautiful.
Need a drill. Oh, that actually looks fresh. Oh, you know what?
What?
They just did that. We cleaned this out, Blake. We cleaned this one out. I didn't actually wash it out.
You should have looked at the view side first.
Oh my God. So now we know. No wonder they're chirping up there. So this is the one that's going to be used.
Boy, what's the sense to clean it out when they come in and make such a mess?
Oh, because it's got old stuff in it.
They don't seem like they're too neat.
Actually, they are. Do you know when they have the babies, they actually take out their little poop sacks? They actually take it out in the little shells outside the nest. They actually clean it out. All right, so that one is in use. So we know where it is now.
So
that's the chosen box.
So any tips? Is this it? Just get out there and clean your birdhouses,
I mean, just
folks.
be a good landlord. Yes, be a good landlord. Actually, Blake needs to go check that one. Is he taking that green one off?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think he's taking his shoes off and going back into his bedroom.
Yeah. Okay. Where did he take? Oh, I have the drill. I guess I'll be the handy woman around.
There you go. You got one more left over here on the corner. That's pretty much it. But I'm sure you're going to find the same thing. I think he put the top on. Why are you taking...
Because this has a, oh boy.
Well, I'd leave it on there, just for looks at least.
All right, whatever. Oh, good Lord. I mean, who gardens here? Jeez.
I don't know. The place is a mess.
Oh my God. Oh, I missed.
Watch out. What do we got?
Mice.
More mice.
Yep.
Yep.
This one looks really fluffy. I don't want there to be babies. Like, if there's babies.
So you care about the mice here, but not at the high tunnel. So once the birds move out, the mice move in. It's like they know. And the mice don't care if the place is trashed.
I don't want there to be babies in here.
Mom,
What?
I changed my shirt.
Okay.
Good job.
It's a unicorn.
Oh, I love it.
There you go, Emmylou.
That's a good party shirt.
That ought to bring you some luck at this birthday party.
Ugh.
It is amazing that we don't see the mice in action.
Yeah. But I think it's good to be airing these out, though. Oof.
Yeah, I don't even know if you would need to go to the extremes of putting hydrogen peroxide in birdhouses.
I feel like I feel like it would just help get some of that crap. It's like a debriding agent, so it, can you not step there?
I've already been
Get up on the
stepping
rocks or
here.
something. Thank God the ground is somewhat frozen, but I don't need all my little plant tips broken. Ow. Yeah, I think I'm pretty good with this. I'm gonna have to deal with some frozen.
So how did you not notice that earlier?
What?
The plant I was supposed to avoid.
Honestly, I didn't notice it went to seed. I've been looking at it all season. It was pretty, but it ain't pretty when you're trying to get rid of its babies for 5 years to come.
Well, we're going to have to pretty much clean out this entire garden, so
Oh,
I wouldn't really worry too much about the seeds.
Yeah.
They're going to land on other
Brian,
stuff.
do you know how deep that taproot is? That is that is probably deeper than your septic at the moment. I'm
Really?
definitely hacking it off, and I'm going to get a garbage bag to do it, because when they sprout, they literally send like a taproot a foot down. So
Beautiful.
yeah, so I'm gonna. Oh, actually, maybe I can go grab this garbage can. Can't tell if I'm hot or cold.
Oh, you're hot.
Yeah.
Definitely. So, first comes thistle, then comes tumbleweed.
Yikes.
Thistle is a great example of what happens when you neglect a garden. Am I correct?
Yeah. I mean, it's a great example of what will find its way into your garden if
But
you neglect it.
if there was adult supervision, it probably wouldn't have happened.
Ow! Right through my glove.
Obviously, they must be dollar store gloves,
Dang,
folks.
they're not. You're digging that out.
I am not digging it
You
out.
are. I'm not touching that thing.
If
Here,
you,
I'll clip it. You put it in the barrel.
I don't have gloves, and
There's a pair. You do have gloves. Don't lie.
it's a little too windy to be doing this.
Hey, part of me wants to just hack it here and shove the whole thing head first in the bin.
You can grab it. Just look for
You
the.
can grab it.
Well, I can't really.
You can. You're choosing not to. Much like, whoa! I almost got a nail up the foot.
Yeah, you better watch
Wow.
out. This
You
garden,
need to pick that up.
it's frozen solid. It's still early here. Watch your step.
It's rotten. It's rotten.
This whole garden is rotten.
No. Actually, my raised beds have lasted nicely. Oh boy. Like, where do I grab this? At a
Right there, right around the neck. That way they can't defend themselves.
Literally. My weapon of choice, thistle.
Now, most of the thistle hanging on are probably weaker than the rest, right? In a sense.
I know that those things go through your glove quite easily. Here, why don't you just come?
I don't know if I want to be near you with clippers and prickers. It's not a good combination, Shelley. It's very dangerous. I know what you're up to.
Boy, that is brutal.
Accidents happen, and sometimes they happen on purpose.
Yes. Oh, I'll use this if I need to. Don't you? I got this in my pocket now.
Yeah? Watch what you say. You'll be coming home, and I'll be tucking you into a bed full of thistle.
Oh, this would be where I'd hide your body. Right underneath one of these plants.
Yeah, well, I'd be pushing up so many daisies that they would know where I was. Authorities would close the case real quick. So, are you experienced at removing thistle? Because you're doing a pretty good job.
I did it. I mean, I do it not at this size. For strawberries.
So, why don't you just reach down and yank it out of the ground?
Why don't you do it?
Well,
Why don't you just reach down and yank it out?
because you're kind of the star of the show. I'm just like, I'm not even a co-star. I'm a guest star.
Got my elbow. It definitely has my elbow. Oh no! Get your ass in the bucket.
Yeah, it looks like they're escaping. The thistle is getting everywhere.
All right. Feel free to
So is
burn
that it? Like, that can't really do much now because you got rid of all the
I mean,
little...
it's already done, but it's probably there's some seeds I'm sure around, but you just got to get them before they really.
So what are you going to do with this place? It's a mess. Like, you're just going to take a rock rake and be done with it, aren't you? Like,
You make that sound so easy.
well, don't you just have to kind of like just rake everything out of here?
Yeah,
And
actually go grab one. That's a good idea.
I was just suggesting what you might have to do in the future.
Yes, and that is an excellent. You know what? You had a fabulous idea. Go grab the grape.
No.
Actually, look. Even it's starting to grow. Actually, so yes, let's do it.
So I thought we were doing something else.
Nope, we're doing this.
See, this is the problem with you. It always leads to other things.
We have like not a lot of time to devote to this garden. So any chance we can get in here and do some stuff, we're doing it. So grab the rake.
This
Wow, and we got vines. Look at this sucker. Look, this would never go over because we have vines.
Be careful now. See, this is the problem with trying to have a day off is,
It's Monday. You don't have a day off on a Monday.
well, I did
No.
in a sense.
Well, I'm sorry your client canceled and now you have to be home doing a different job.
Well, your employee may be calling in. I wasn't prepared for this. I'm not dressed for the occasion. Is it safe for the dog to be drinking that?
Zoe, no. Ew.
Ugh,
Ugh. Zoe.
she's going to be moldy in a month.
Or she'll be 10 times bigger.
She don't listen to you. It must taste like tea.
She don't care. It tastes better than pug-infested saliva water inside.
Well, I guess I can't argue with that.
Wow, look at this. It's already sprouting leaves. Come on, not anymore. Get out.
So I only have one rock rake, but I can grab that and just start
That's all you
pulling.
need. You can't use 2 at a time, so 1 is good. Yeah, you might want to go get that thing. We gotta like trim all that back. I'll start raking. Do we have a shovel?
Yes, I have one
All right.
shovel.
Let me have it. I'm gonna try to get this thing out.
Okay.
Hopefully, I think thistle is a biennial, so once it flowers, then it dies. So maybe I can just hack that. But knowing us, we have some mutated variety.
I have gloves. I'll pull that thing right out of there.
Okay, Macho.
Well, I'll put my jacket on.
Go for it.
I highly doubt those thistles are going to go through my polyester sleeves.
All right, go for it.
I will.
Get going.
All right, folks, what you're about to see is real. The participant is not an actor. Ah! Wow! Heidi, you weren't kidding. Heidi, the person is hurt. Look!
I told you.
Oh, they said these were Ocean Job Lot gloves, but a lot of good they did me.
Well, your face is a little red. What's the matter?
Ow, it hurts. Look, it's going through there.
Oh,
All
you know
right,
what?
I guess we're gonna have to dig it out. Sorry.
Just come on, just pull it out.
Aye. Well, you know, maybe if I had better gloves. These
Yeah.
are a little wimpy. But-
Oh, really? Just thought I was being like a little dramatic and
well,
found out I
also,
wasn't.
I had a real good grip on it, so you know what I mean. A little extra strength. I didn't know my own, and it went through the gloves. So it isn't that funny.
Do you want me to turn the
I might
camera
be
off so you can
bleeding. It
cry?
feels wet. Look.
Oh my God.
Well, wedding ring's still on.
There we go.
That's what saved me.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll grab a shovel.
Thank you. Yeah. And how about saying I'm sorry for making you feel like a wimp when you grabbed it and it went through my glove.
Sorry.
Yeah,
about that.
exactly.
Sorry.
You got 10 needles to my 2.
Well, I think you set me up because I thought that was going to be.
Okay, I just told you. You didn't see my reaction when I grabbed it?
But come on.
No, that is lethal.
Look at it. I got the blue gloves on, huh? The flexi gloves.
Yeah,
so.
a lot of good they did.
All right.
All right.
Grabbing the tools.
Plan B.
Thank you.
Do you want a minute so you can cry?
That really did hurt.
He never believes me. Yank that thing. No. There you go. Take it down. Take it down.
All right. I'm armed this time. Watch out. I don't want anything to happen to you. Wow, this ground feels like... Ow! Damn! The aftermath. There goes them gloves. Oh my God.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to wait for that.
Yeah.
That ground's still frozen.
So we might
I know,
have
we expect like the ground to be like totally workable when this is the
One
first day
day.
above 30
Yeah.
that we've had.
We're going to have to put this project off, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Everything is still frozen, folks. So.
Well, I bet if we have a lot of thistle around, the deer wouldn't eat our stuff.
Well, imagine that though, if you're walking through the woods and you walk into that.
Yeah, that's no fun.
Yeah.
That's brutal.
Yeah, they need to have a warning about those type of plants.
They do.
Well,
And I gave you one.
yeah.
You thought I was just being dramatic.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time.
Yeah, I don't, you know what? I'm pretty tough. If something hurts me, it's pretty awful.
Well, then you shouldn't have laughed when it happened to me.
Well, I couldn't help it, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we'll be pulling this thing out in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
But we did get all the arms off it, so we dismembered the body. We just can't bury it. The ground is frozen.
Cleo, you have anything to say?
She don't care.
No. How's that sunshine?
Good until she sits on a thistle.
Yeah, she might, and she'd be the one too. She
Yeah.
can't see where she's going. She'd end up getting it all over.
All right, so I assume we're still going to try to rake this, though. Wouldn't it be frozen? Wouldn't the roots be frozen in there?
No, not. We can rake all the dead stuff off. Like I cleaned all the like crappy stuff out
Yeah,
of that.
but you really don't want to do things twice.
I'm not doing things twice. I'm clean. Like that bed is pretty much cleaned up until it unfreezes and I can take the weeds out. And like we can take all that stuff over here, all these brown scapes that are dead. We can take all that stuff out, rake it out. Just have to be careful of my tags. So that's the only problem. I kind of got to do it by hand maybe. But you're welcome to take that automated hedge trimmer and get that bee balm down.
Yeah, well, after the way you were using it the other day, it's a hedger, not an edger. She was like, wee! We had dirt flying and everything.
Well,
So hopefully it still works.
got it done.
Yeah. Well, till a rock ricocheted and almost took me out of commission. But we're good.
Boy, a lot of things are starting to take you out of commission.
I know. The
Little
season hasn't even
prickers.
started yet. I'm on the injured reserve. I can't do anything today. This is starting to get painful.
Oh.
It's like a cactus. Are they poisonous? Those
You
thistles?
better ask AI. See if we
I
need to
could
bring
be
you
allergic. My hands look like they're getting bigger. So, you know what that means. All right. I'll help you.
in. Well, just holler if you need the ambulance.
Yeah. I'll holler if I need you. Yeah, she wouldn't let me rake that. Very gentle. It's just like brushing your hair. It's looking better.
Well, there's only so much you can do with frozen ground, so
Yep, and I think we've done as much as we can do.
pretty much.
But yeah, she's gonna clean up this little garden over here and we should be doing good. But phase one is somewhat done. We did eliminate the pricker bush with the clippers. So,
Well, I didn't dig it out, but I chopped
well,
it
you're
down.
talking about removing this now anyway, aren't you?
What?
She doesn't like the fact that when you first...
Well, because when I get a wheelbarrow in here, like I might make a bed there, but not like that. I might make it more like connect to this long one with like a horseshoe, so I can get in and I have a little more space. It's a little tight in here, so.
Oh, there goes the apple trees.
No, this is like knotweed or something terrible. It's sending up suckers all over.
It looks like it's almost growing under the fence.
It's growing right through the cement or the patio bricks.
You're gonna probably need me to step in there. That's gonna be a little difficult. She won't take no for an answer.
I'm stuck now.
It's almost there.
Ugh.
There you go. You got this.
If my ankles didn't hurt. Oh,
Beautiful.
ow.
Wow. I will never talk back to you again. This girl's got
Here,
strength.
grab that and take it out.
Yeah.
I don't need all your praise.
Well. Good to get complimented once in a while. So yeah, that's where we are, folks. Just thought I'd give you an update in case we forget. Got to get the kids
And
here.
we have actually, you know what? We
What?
have a bed back here behind the garden that maybe we bring in.
Well, we could take some of this soil too and fill up that other bed that's been sitting over there
Oh,
as
we
a
have another one.
pot
So
holder.
I think what we'll do is we'll dismantle this one and get the other ones in here.
Well, gosh darn it, I just wish we could have done it today, but we can't, so we'll just look
Don't
forward.
worry, your dream will happen.
Yeah, we'll look forward to another day.
It's gonna thaw pretty quickly, I would imagine. This week's gonna be all 60s, 50s.
Wonderful.
So everything's gonna start. This is the beginning. I gotta prune stuff. I gotta prune my shrubs. I gotta get a lot cleaned up, but the leaves are still frozen and I'm not in any rush. I'm gonna enjoy my spring cleanup. Maybe.
And there's a lot to clean up by the looks of it.
Yeah, but you know what? Doesn't it feel good though? Like to know that like we're actually getting it back on track. Like it's pretty awful.
I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
Oh my God. I found a state. Peppers. I can tell you, peppers haven't grown in that garden for about...
Those are dangerous.
I like it. I love them. They're so cute, though. I wish I had a whole bunch of them.
They're
'Cause
real.
that's what I like. I want like a pretty vegetable garden that's like... I just want it pretty. I don't want it slamming. I don't want it like weedy. I want to get the pads done with new wood chips. Probably put fabric down because at this point, all the wood chips and the fabric that's there, the grass is growing like on top of it and the roots are going through it. So it's kind of pointless at this stage of the game.
Sounds good to me, I guess.
That's what I'm...
I
So
really wasn't
this
listening.
actually can get
but-
raked out. And then this one can get raked out. And then I'd say we're pretty much...
You got another one of those hard to see labels right there.
Oh,
A few of them.
frozen.
Yeah, those are a lawnmower's worst nightmare.
Well, good thing they're not lawn stakes.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to tell her what happened to a couple of them. It's a good thing she can't hear.
I can hear.
Well, what did I just say?
I don't know, but I know you were trying to make a point and I heard it.
And I did make one.
You said
And
the
obviously-
lawnmower's worst nightmare or something.
Yeah,
Would you hit one and have to repair the mower?
you got good ears.
Oh, that's a good guess.
Yeah, I flung one about 50 feet into an ash tree.
I got hit in the stomach when I was a kid. My father was mowing the lawn with a ride-on tractor, and I was up on the hill, and he was down here, and he was mowing, and he hit a piece of a wire hanger, and it flung, and it scabbed me right in the, ouch, it stabbed me right in the belly. Like it cut me open.
Wow.
Yeah.
No scars, though.
No, and I ended up being his lawn mowing buddy. He used to take me to all the jobs that when he mowed, he would take me on the ride-on mower. And I would never forget when I was old enough and big enough to drive it. I used to be able to steer it. And then one day I was old enough to drive it. But boy, he was like, you know, because when you mow lawns for clients, you have to have nice straight lines and all that good stuff. So I'll never forget him being like, keep it in lines. I was like literally lining up the tire track with the line. Like I was so scared to like have a crooked line. Oh,
I used to mow lawn for an old lady until she opened the front door and her poodle came out. Needless to say, it was hard to clean the siding off.
oh,
Yeah,
that's awful. Why would you say something like
well,
that? That's not true. You'd be in therapy if you hit a dog with a mower.
I almost did it with Jax, so I was kind of reenacting it. But
That's a horrible thing to even...
I don't know. In a sense, it would kind of be a funny scene from a movie, don't you think? A guy gets a job mowing the lawn. The old lady accidentally lets the white poodle out, and you see a big bump, and then it ends up on the side of the house. Oh, all right. Well, I guess it all depends on your sense of humor. Mine is rather dark. But
I
yeah.
have a sense of humor. But that seems a little like...
Well, it's just a...
If it was fake, yes.
Yeah, well, you could do a cartoon of it then. How about that?
All right, here, grab your rake and get this flicked. I'm going to go hit that bee balm. Because I can't wait to just take that
That
down.
sounds like even a better idea than the one I just had.
And my lilacs from... Remember when it, like, basically split in half and I was like, oh, man, I had to cut it way back? It's not going anywhere. It is convinced it belongs here.
I see a bee.
You do?
Yes, he's flying around me.
He is. He thinks you're thistle.
Hi. He almost bit me.
I don't... Oh, yeah, it's going to be nice out, but what's out here for them? Not
That looks like a bumblebee or a honeybee, maybe.
Yeah, there's not much going on, though.
No.
Even the crocus, like, sometimes the crocus are out early, and we've literally just lost our ice layer. So it's going to be a while. Our ground's still frozen solid, which is not typical for us the last few years. It's typical for New York winters, but we haven't had, like, normal winters in a while. So...
Well, I don't like the new normal because this winter sucked.
Well, it was long.
Yes.
Like, I love the fact that I don't have a coat on and the sun is hitting me. Did I remember to put sunscreen on my face today?
Probably not.
No, I did. Oh, no, I think I have it in my face lotion. So, I put it on after I showered.
Gonna end up looking like a lobster later.
It better work.
Gotta keep it going the whole way through.
I did. I'm done. I don't want to hear that.
What do you
It's
mean?
annoying.
You don't want to hear?
I'm doing exactly what I told you. So I think that's annoying that you have to keep saying that every time I turn it off.
I only did it once.
No, you've done it multiple times.
Twice.
Annoying.
All right. I guess
No.
twice is multiple. You're doing a great job, though. So, aren't those flowers? What are those called?
Bee balm.
Bee balm. Now, are you killing them, or is that what you're supposed to do anyway?
Yeah,
Cut them
no,
back.
I'm killing them.
Are you?
Yep.
That's horrible. I can't believe you would do such a thing.
You've lived here for how long?
I
How
don't.
many years have I done this?
I don't ever remember watching you go through them with a power
because I
tool.
usually have hand clippers and I'm clipping them.
So
This is much easier.
This is a lot more violent and graphic.
I kind of get why Jason liked this.
Yeah.
I kind of feel almighty.
Well, when you have a bunch of dumb kids that don't know how to run.
I have some clematis in here. Hopefully I didn't nail those.
So do you have to leave that a certain height, or can you cut it as low as you want?
Dead.
What?
It's gonna, I'm actually stepping on the leaves probably, but pretty soon, this is all, it's starting to melt, like there's a little bit of water because it's a low area. But it's gonna start putting up leaves now. It starts over. Just like all
So
this stuff.
what if you neglected it and didn't cut it? What would happen?
It would just look ugly until the new stuff replaced it.
But it would eventually get replaced.
Yeah, but you'd see this stuff. That's not as pretty.
Now all these seeds are pretty much done.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't seem too concerned about throwing them everywhere.
No, this spreads like a mother anyway. Still too cold though, I think, right now. Everything's still frozen.
Notice how we were supposed to be done when we were inside the garden and how quickly we've moved
Well, I have until 3 o'clock. so
outside.
I'm going to work till I don't have any time left to work.
Are you going to have some downtime today?
I have. I took a shower. I had breakfast.
Wow. That's my wife's idea of downtime.
What do you want me to say?
I don't know.
I'm not going to sit inside and read a book when I'm like...
I'm just wondering if maybe some of your projects are kind of not going to be happening this afternoon.
I have activities with the kids today.
Oh. All right.
I think I'm having a little too much fun with it.
I know. I was about to say.
You know what? I might be able to do garden cleanup real fast this year.
It's amazing how much more interesting gardening can be when you have power tools.
I got to remember what everything is.
So normally you would do this all by hand.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, but there's not much in here. Like, not much that needs clipping.
I did buy you a cheap pair of clippers for Christmas a couple years ago.
I still have them.
Oh.
They work. I use those on client hedges, like the boxwoods and stuff.
I guess they're not so cheap after all.
Oh boy. Can I up my rate if I use this and get done in 10 minutes?
Maybe.
Oh, look how pretty this, you know what? This viburnum looks great.
Huh?
This is new. Not this, obviously, last year. Viburnum, Winterthur Witherod viburnum. See the blue? It's got blue fruit. So, this looks great. This looks very healthy. I am going to take this guy, Miss Molly. I love this butterfly bush, but or maybe I take this. No, these two are too close. I'm gonna take this guy and move him. I think I'm gonna actually put it in front over there because it needs something over there. But I gotta kind of, I like to plant shrubs really close, and then when they start doing really well, I'm like, oh, why did I do that? Like these two. This guy.
Jax is going to go after a UPS guy. You better hold him back.
Like that Rose of Sharon, I love it. It's huge. It's taller than this guy, but this looks like see how the back is kind of flat because this fills in. So, you know, if you plant them too close, they will kind of shade each other a little bit, but they will grow in nice. But this guy, he's coming out really far, but I like that. So this might just, you know, I started pulling those rocks out to expand it a little bit because, you know, not much grows under the canopy of those. But my purple smoke bush is coming back. That had something major happen to it, and I absolutely love that smoke bush. But I don't know. Remember the one year it like just looked like something attacked it and it was just dying. Like, but it's rejuvenating. So the red bud looks good.
These gardens look good.
Well, you don't know yet.
Well,
I'm just saying the shrubs, like the shrubs are looking good.
Well, we did them last year. That's why they look good. I was kind of giving you a, you know, compliment without giving you one.
What are you talking about?
When you guys mulched this last year at the end of the season.
Yeah.
It looks pretty good compared to your other gardens.
I know. I know. This one got mulched too. But,
Yeah.
I think Maddie did this one, but she left, see how she left big piles around? Like, you're not really supposed to do that, but.
So Jax isn't the only one leaving big piles around.
No. Oh, boy. Something ate it. Oh, my God. What is this? Look. Something took the whole, on the other side. Look, it's scraped.
Well.
Almost like a deer rub, but the branch is broken. I don't think they would eat that, would they? That's thick. That's like an inch thick.
What else would it be? A rabbit?
Yeah, but that's horrible because that's the main trunk.
We don't have any cats around to protect you from the rodents anymore either, so that could come into play, believe it or not.
Well, you know what else will come into play? 2 little kittens if I get the nerve to get them.
Yeah, because that beast behind you would really enjoy 2 kittens in the house.
Ooh, we can't walk on this. You see how this is getting really bad?
All right, well, that means we should probably call it quits.
Yeah.
All right, honey. Nice hanging out with you in the gardens during this early spring. Beautiful weather. Can't wait to continue doing this on a daily basis.
Yeah.
See ya.